This young man carries dragon energy. His eyes seem to be the legendary golden eyes.
Grandfather, you mentioned our Han family has for generations been searching for the golden eyes.
Yes, our ancestors commanded when the golden eyes appear, a prosperous era will return. Our Han family's opportunity has arrived.
Five years ago, I saved my girlfriend from a fire and went blind. My parents struggled to get me cured, running everywhere and spending all their savings. But the hospital diagnosed me with permanent blindness.
Doctor, I beg you, please cure my son! Doctor!
Save my son. After my mother passed away, my girlfriend never left my side. All these years, she's been with me. Nana.
You're so badly. There's a dead person watching.
That old hack, she's been dead for a year. What are you afraid of her for? Then let her watch. Won't that make it even more exciting?
Be quieter. Don't wake the blind man.
Alright, I'll be quieter then.
What is it, Lee?
That urn. It seems like a treasure.
What kind of treasure can an urn be?
If I'm not mistaken, this should be Ming Dynasty blue and white porcelain.
Ming Dynasty?
Yes, worth at least $20 million. I can't believe that blind man used a priceless treasure to hold his mother's ashes.
So how about we sell it?
Let's go.
Nana.
Huh?
Nana, are you alright?
I'm fine. Your snoring was too loud, so I came to sleep here.
That's good then. Nana, what's going on?
Nothing. I'm going back to sleep.
You go to sleep then. I'm going back.
Hey.
The jade necklace on that blind man's neck looks quite valuable.
Wait a minute. Honey, can you take off the jade pendant from your neck and let me see it?
Okay.
You're not Nana. Who are you, really?
Give me the jade pendant! Let go! Hand it over! Give it to me!
Don't touch my jade pendant!
Let go!
Let go!
Let go!
Let go!
Are you okay, young Master Lee?
I'm fine. Damn you! You bastard! Who exactly are you? What's your relationship with Nana?
I'm your daddy! Come on, I'll treat you to a big meal. Eat!
What did you make me eat?
What was it? You ate, of course, my mother's ashes. Want more? Do you still want to eat? I'll feed you more.
I'll find you to the death!
Come on, dear. Let's go and sell Mom's urn. Let's go.
I can see now.
Chen, This is our two families' ancestral yin-yang twin fish pendant. It's also the two families' legacy of the golden eyes. Today, I'll entrust it to your care.
Not only can I see, but I've also mastered the ancestral secret techniques. These are the golden eyes. Wow. Your son is unfilial. I let you have no peace even after death. To these little darlings, I, Chu Chen, having gained divine fortune, vow to make you pay a terrible price.
Ladies and gentlemen, I have a rare treasure here. A $20 million Ming Dynasty blue and white porcelain.
I never thought my eyes could foresee the future. That couple must be inside. Li Lingbu and Zhao Nana. I will make sure you pay a heavy price.
Grandfather, what's wrong?
This young man carries dragon energy. His eyes seem to be the legendary golden eyes.
Grandfather, you mentioned our Han family has for generations been searching for the golden eyes.
Yes, our ancestors commanded when the golden eyes appear, a prosperous era will return. Our Han family's opportunity has arrived.
Li Xiao, is this the treasure appraisal convention you mentioned? There are so many good items here.
These are from antique collector families co-hosting this appraisal convention. Those invited are all celebrities in the antique world. So of course there are many good items. Fellow collectors,
Take a look at this. This dragon-patterned underpants is from the Qianlong era, a royal item passed down. Starting bid, $3 million.
Come, everyone. Look at this one. This Who's Who kiln chamber pot from the Yongjing era. Starting bid, $5 million.
Why are these all things like dragon underpants and chamber pots? Why are there so many bizarre items?
rarity makes things valuable.
Everyone, I have a rare treasure here. A Ming Dynasty blue and white porcelain worth $20 million.
What? Worth $20 million? Ming Dynasty blue and white porcelain?
Looking at the style, it is indeed Ming Dynasty porcelain.
Oh my. Look at its form. It's clearly a treasure from the Yongle period, worth $20 million.
We shall this earn. I'll bid $20 million.
Old song, I've also set my sights on this treasure. I bid $21 million.
$22 million.
23. This item,
I'm not selling. I'm not selling. You lovebirds. How dare you sell my mother's urn? I'll kill you.
Chu Chen, you... How can your eyes see again?
I must have been blind to be with you. A woman like you. Now heaven has opened my eyes.
And you dare insult me?
So what if I insult you? I'm insulting you, you unfaithful woman. Hurry up and give me my mother's urn back.
I already sold it to Li Xiao.
Chu Chen.
You still want to get married?
You dare hit my woman? So what if I hit you? Give me back my mother's urn.
Young man, this isn't the place for you to cause trouble.
Hey, Li Xiao, what did you do with my mother's urn?
It's nothing. It's just that this genius used a $20 million antique to hold mother's ashes. What? Using a $20 million antique for ashes? What a waste of treasure. You're desecrating a treasure. Do you know this Ming Dynasty blue and white porcelain? How valuable it is. You, from the lower class, dare to desecrate such a treasure.
It's my family's stuff. I can put whatever I want in it. It's not up to you to talk nonsense here. Li Lingbo, right now, immediately, give me back my mother's urn.
the item is in my hands. Why should I give it back to you?
This is outright theft.
It's robbery. If you have the strength, try and take it back. Wait a minute. Take this $100,000 and get lost, or I'll make sure you lose your life.
Are you threatening me?
Yes, I'm threatening you. So what? What are you going to do about it?
Kid, it's your blessing that young Master Li even considered your treasure. Now take your money and scrap.
This is a gathering for high society, a treasure appraisal convention.
So don't be an eyesore here. Get out, get out.
Believe it or not, I'll call security and have you thrown out.
Security! Security! Throw this kid out!
What's all this noise?
Obhan!
It's him! That young man from the entrance. Esteemed friend, what's going on here?
Old hand, it's this kid causing trouble here.
Li Lingbo, stop twisting the truth. You're the one who snatched my mother's urn.
Stealing someone's mother's urn, Li Lingbo? Is this how you conduct yourself?
Old Han, it's not... Old Han, look, this isn't an urn at all. It's a Ming Dynasty blue and white porcelain worth $20 million.
This is indeed a Ming Dynasty blue and white porcelain.
Old Hun.
If you like this treasure, I'll let you have it for $20 million.
You!
Shut your mouth. If you hadn't caused trouble, I could give you $5 million. Otherwise, you won't get a single cent.
This is my mother's item. I'm not selling.
Believe it or not, I'll smash it.
You dare? You bullied and humiliated me. I will make sure that you pay the price.
Young friend, you want to get this treasure back. It's now harder than ever. However, I can retrieve your mother's urn. But first, I need to test you.
Old Han, you're the patriarch of the antique world. He's just a genius. You're not related to him, why help him?
My grandfather's affairs are not for a junior like you to comment on.
Old Han, I misspoke.
Sir, how do you wish to test me?
I want you to find 3 items among these that are worth over $10 million. Let me see if you truly possess the golden eyes of destiny.
You want me to pick out from these items 3 treasures worth over 10 million?
Correct. If you pass the test, I will make the decision to return this blue and white porcelain to its rightful owner.
Old Master doing this, is it beneficial for you?
You don't need to worry about that. I need to confirm one thing. If he truly has the golden eyes, he'll definitely be able to tell from these which 3 treasures are the most valuable.
Alright, then I'll pick 3.
Darling, your ex-boyfriend, when did he learn appraisal?
He who was blind for 5 years, this little darling. What treasures can he appraise? I think now that his eyes are better, his brain must be broken.
Old Master Han, you heard it too. This Chen doesn't know anything about appraisal, so don't expect him to pick out any good items for you.
This guy with absolutely no taste or discernment, how can he appraise treasures?
Oh dear, I'd like to see what trash he picks out.
You deceived and insulted me earlier, and next, I will make you regret it deeply.
You brat, how dare you say we'll regret it?
Just with this.
Don't tell me the first treasure you picked is this.
That's right.
Fine. $200. I'll let you have this piece of trash.
$200. Chen, Old Master Han asked you to pick treasures, not trash.
He's just a big spender that he can afford. I guess it's only that trash.
Big spender. Are you going to take this bottle or not? You don't even have $200, do you?
Chen, the treasure you chose can be put on the Han family's tab. You can choose freely.
$200. We'll settle it later. Don't regret it.
Don't worry, I won't regret it.
Grandpa, look at him. He only picked something worthless. Is he really the legendary Golden Eyes? Mr. Chu, are you really not considering trading for another treasure?
Chen, you're just too cute. How dare you question Ms. Han? Her expertise in antiques. How can you possibly compare?
I trust my own judgment. If my assessment is correct, the items in here are definitely worth over $10 million.
You really don't listen to advice. Grandpa, I think you must be mistaken. He's not the one we're looking for.
You also think the bottle in his hand is worthless?
Grandpa, you mean...
Chen, you've been blind for 5 years. Tell me, when did you learn to appraise treasures?
From what I see, he's just putting on a show, treating that garbage as a treasure.
Li Lingbo, since you say the treasure I chose is trash, do you dare to make a bet with me?
A bet?
Chen, what makes you qualified to bet with us?
Mr. Li, do you dare to bet?
You genius, what do you have to bet against me?
I'll bet my apartment in the city, which is worth $1 million.
$1 million apartment. So $1 million isn't much. If I win, he'll be homeless. Okay, how do we bet?
We'll bet that the 3 treasures I picked are each worth over $10 million.
What are you saying? You say that trash is worth over $10 million?
Each one? Is each one worth over $10 million? If I lose, the apartment is yours. But if I win, I want you and Zhao Nana to kneel and apologize to my mother.
Say that again. Who are you talking about?
I'll call out anyone who acts improperly.
Young Master Li, that genius dared to insult me!
My dear, don't worry. Since he dares to bet, I'll make sure you regret it to the end.
Good! Then you have to win this for me! Really teach him a lesson!
A bet of just one apartment isn't enough. If you lose, I want you to strip naked and crawl on the ground like a dog.
Do you dare?
Fine.
Ah, what an arrogant boast! We've appraised treasures for half a lifetime and dare not say every single one is foolproof. And you claim that any 3 items you pick are worth tens of millions of dollars. You're really full of hot air.
Don't you think we know what our own treasures are like?
Don't you dare say we're bullying you. The Grand Master of Antiques is here. Let's have old man appraise your trash and see how much it's really worth.
This bottle appears to be from the Qing dynasty, but in reality, it's a modern imitation replica. Although the craftsmanship is good, it's only worth 300 yuan.
Did you hear that? You trash. It's only worth 300 yuan.
I knew it. This is just trash. How could it possibly be worth 10 million?
Chu Chen, you've already lost. Why don't you hurry up and kneel on the ground to crawl like a dog?
Elder Han, you mean this treasure isn't valuable?
This bottle itself is indeed worthless, right, young friend Chu?
This old man's words have a hidden meaning. It seems he also sees that inside the bottle there are hidden treasures.
Grandfather said the bottle isn't valuable, then why did you say it was a treasure?
It holds hidden treasures.
Chu Chen, didn't you hear Elder Han speaking? This bottle of yours is worthless. Now hurry up and kneel on the ground. Crawl like a dog.
Hurry up and kneel for everyone. To be honest, I've never seen someone crawl like a dog before.
If you do it well, I might even consider giving you a few more tens of thousands.
A bunch of blind fools. The real treasure is right in front of you, yet you can't see it.
We are blind. You're the one who's so clever. I just don't understand how someone who knows nothing about appraising treasures or antiques, a little darling who's been blind for 5 years, where do you get the nerve to make this bet with me?
Then watch this. This is my confidence. The bottle isn't valuable, but it holds hidden treasures.
Chu Chen, the way you were smashing things just now looked like a helpless barking dog.
Some people are just arrogant and ignorant. Now you've lost your house and your dignity. Why don't you hurry up and kneel on the ground to crawl like a dog?
Since you made the bet, then you should accept the consequences.
Of course I'll accept the consequences, but I haven't lost.
What's so great about a broken bead?
This really is a luminous pearl. A luminous pearl?
Elder Han, don't be mistaken. How could this possibly be a luminous pearl?
Yes, Elder Han, I'll take this bottle back. After all this time, there's a luminous pearl inside. How could I possibly not know? Such a large, luminous pearl. How much could it be worth?
This luminous pearl is worth at least 10 million.
What? 10 million?
Grandfather's words about hidden treasures were about this luminous pearl, but how? Did he see it at a glance?
Who else dares to question what I say?
He can discern its hidden marvels. Perhaps he is the golden eyes we've been looking for. Young man, how did you know that inside this bottle lies a night-shining pearl?
You brat. There's a night-shining pearl inside this bottle? I didn't even know that. How did you figure it out?
My method, why should I tell you?
You arrogant! I'll give you the money. I'm not selling the pearl anymore. Give it back!
Mr. Chen, what are you doing?
Old Master Han, this night-shining pearl is worth tens of millions. I must get it back. You brat. Hurry up and give me the night-shining pearl, or I'll make sure you leave on a stretcher.
How utterly shameless.
Enough! The bet is placed. Cash and goods exchanged. Mr. Chen, are you trying to break the rules of the antique trade?
But I admit defeat.
Next, I will choose the next treasure. Are you going to admit defeat directly or wait to be proven wrong by me?
Don't get too smug. It was just a fluke, like a blind cat stumbling upon a dead mouse. It just so happened that in this bottle there was such a night-shining pearl.
Chen, appraising treasures isn't about luck. I don't believe you have such luck again.
Then open your eyes and watch carefully. I choose this one.
This is the stone I used to prop up my table leg. And you want it?
That's right. This is the second treasure I've chosen. It's this one.
You actually picked a broken piece of rock as a treasure? Then I'll have to see how you prove it's worth 10 million. It's yours.
Chen, our agreement earlier was that each treasure would be worth at least 10 million. If this stone isn't worth 10 million, then you've lost. Lost!
Then you'll kneel on the ground and crawl like a dog.
All right, keep your eyes wide open. Watch closely. Cut it for me.
You want to gamble on stones?
That's right.
This stone might indeed yield jade, but I'm afraid its value won't reach 10 million.
Grandpa, what do you think of this stone?
It might yield jade, but its value isn't high.
Mr. Chu, I'd advise you to choose a different treasure. The quality of this stone is mediocre. Even if it yields jade, it won't be worth much.
My view is the complete opposite. I believe this stone will not only yield green jade, but will be top-grade imperial green.
Chen, how come I didn't know? When did you start gambling on stones? One stroke of dumb luck doesn't mean you'll have it every time.
Let me tell you, you don't understand stone gambling, nor do you understand appraisal. You only won that one time thanks to your dumb luck. And now you think you're amazing? I advise you, to admit defeat now and crawl on the ground like a dog. Otherwise, when you lose face later, it'll be too embarrassing.
I said cut it open.
Fine, let me make it clear for you. Call the stone cutting master over.
According to the lines I've drawn, make the cut.
This is a worthless stone. It won't yield any green jade. Don't waste any more time.
Did you hear that? They don't even want to cut it for you.
Cut it for me.
Fine. You're the one who asked for it, so don't blame me if it's ruined.
Cut.
Could it be that this stone really contains top-grade Imperial Green Jade? Otherwise, why would he be so certain?
What?
How could there be no green? Did both he and I miss something?
Chuchen, I thought you had prepared some big surprise for me, but unexpectedly there's nothing at all.
Oh, really? Then watch closely. Cut it deeper for me.
Cut it again.
Cut.
I advise you, don't waste your time. This is just a useless stone. It won't yield any green no matter how much you cut.
If it can yield green, I'll eat this stone.
Young friend Chu, if you keep cutting, it won't yield any green. How about I offer my goodwill? You and young Master Li, take a step back. What do you say?
Elder Han, as long as you say the word, I promise to take a step back. I can give up on his house, but I must have him kneel down and crawl like a dog for me.
I will not lose. Why should I back down? Keep cutting.
Chu-Chen, why are you so stubborn? You won't even give Elder Han face, then you'll just wait to lose completely.
Am I the stubborn one, or are you blind? This cut will reveal the truth.
It's yielding green. It really is yielding green. What, it showed green? How is this kid so lucky?
And it's top-grade Imperial Green.
What do you have to say now?
Chuchen, don't get arrogant.
Young Master Li, don't worry. This is indeed top-grade Imperial Green. But this small side showing green, its value is at most 3 million. Only 3 million?
Our bet was for at least 10 million. You lost.
Chu-Chen, I admit your luck is a little bit good, but according to the bet, you lost. Hurry up and kneel for me.
You two lovebirds, don't speak so fast. This is only the first side. There are 3 more sides.
What do you mean? According to the rules of gambling stones, the price of the raw stone doubles for every additional side that shows green. Seeing him so confident, could this stone have more than one side with green?
I don't believe this broken stone can have 3 sides with green.
I think this stone only has green on the surface.
Then let's keep cutting.
Kid, I advise you to quit while you're ahead. If the second cut doesn't show green, the value of this raw stone will be halved.
Cut. All right.
Oh my, it's Imperial Green on 2 sides again. The price of this raw stone is worth at least $6 million. Young man, I underestimated you. I've shown my incompetence.
Sir, everyone makes mistakes sometimes.
I'm truly ashamed. To be able to see Imperial Green on 2 sides of this stone, his eyesight is definitely that of a top master.
Could it be he's really the legendary Golden Eye?
How could it be green again? This kid is so lucky.
Even if it turned green again, its value is only $6 million. He's still lost.
That's right, you still lost.
Lee, don't speak so quickly or you'll regret it. Keep cutting.
What? You want to cut more?
That's right.
Mr. Chu, you must think carefully. If the third side doesn't show green, then the stone, originally worth $6 million, will lose half its value, becoming $3 million.
I think it will increase in value.
Come on, cut it. You'll lose everything.
It's green again. 3 sides show green. The price of the raw stone has doubled again, worth $12 million.
Wrong! It's $24 million! Cut the 4th side!
Mr. Chu, this stone is currently worth $12 million. If you continue cutting and it doesn't show green, its value will be halved.
Yes, young friend Chu. Showing green on 3 sides is already extremely rare. Showing green on 4 sides is even rarer.
Good! All right.
I don't believe the 4th side can show green.
It showed green.
I said it's worth $24 million. You admit defeat?
How could this be?
This is a stone I picked up by the roadside. How could it possibly yield 4 sides of top-grade Imperial Green? Chu-Chen, this stone, I'm not giving it to you. I admit I lost the bet, I concede.
Young friend Chu, you truly have a good eye. Such an ordinary-looking stone, covered by previous lines, actually yielded 4 sides of Imperial Green.
It was just luck. Young Master Li, I have already found 2 treasures worth over 10 million. Find 1 more worth over 10 million, and you lose.
If I lose, do I really have to return this Ming Dynasty blue and white porcelain to him, and then kowtow and apologize to his mother? Impossible. He must be relying on luck. Chu-Chen, stop putting on airs. I don't believe you have this kind of luck.
Then for the next treasure, I'll choose it.
You want to choose that painting? Is my painting a treasure worth 10 million? No. When I first acquired this painting, many experts appraised it. It's definitely a worthless fake. Chu-Chen, how about we make another bet? What do you say?
All right. Bet on what?
On the value of that painting.
What are the stakes?
If the painting is less than 10 million, you give me the luminous pearl and raw stone. If it's more than 10 million, I'll buy it back at market price.
You want me to bet with you? Fine. If you lose, you'll buy this luminous pearl, covered by previous line, and this raw stone at 10 times the price.
10 times! If you want a 10 times buyback, that would be $340 million. Are you insane?
Chu-Chen, you're so greedy. Aren't you afraid of choking yourself to death? What makes you think you can bargain with young Master Li?
Li Lingbo, if you don't dare to bet, I won't force you.
You!
Young Master Li, let's just bet with him. Anyway, this painting of ours isn't even worth $10 million, right?
All right, Chu-Chen, I'll bet with you. Your luminous pearl and raw stone are mine.
Grandpa, you've seen this painting. Is it really worth $10 million?
This painting is merely a replica by later generations. It's definitely not the original. My young friend Chu, I advise you, for this 3rd treasure, to choose something else. This painting is worthless.
Elder Han, I believe this painting is extremely valuable, and its worth surpasses any other treasure here.
Oh? So my young friend Chu means that I've misjudged it?
Old man, it's inevitable for anyone to make a mistake sometimes. I'll prove to you later the true value of this painting.
I've been in the antique world for decades and never made a mistake. If you're so sure this fake is priceless, then I'm afraid you're not the one I'm looking for.
Old man, he who walks by the river often, can't help but get his shoes wet. In antique appraisal, it's inevitable to make a mistake sometimes.
Elder Han has been appraising antiques his whole life and never made a mistake. Apologize to him at once. Get on your knees and apologize to Elder Han.
I didn't do anything wrong. Why should I kneel?
Elder Han, let me ask you again. What do you think this painting is worth?
This painting is a forgery from later times. The brushwork is crude. It's worthless.
Fine, I will now prove to you that you are mistaken.
Chu-Chen, how dare you!
My grandfather was trying to help you, but you insist on being arrogant and doing as you please. That antique inkstone was worth 10 million. You should have chosen that.
Miss Han, let's require fairness and justice. Aren't you being too biased towards him?
Elder Han, Miss Han, thank you for your kind intentions, but I still believe this painting is the most valuable.
Truly stubborn, willfully ignorant.
Chu-Chen, since you believe this painting is worth 10 million, then stop stalling. Go and prove it.
This painting is obviously a forgery imitated by later generations. The brushwork is crude. Its value won't exceed 500.
Boy, go ahead and prove it! Since you're so eager to be proven wrong, then open your eyes and watch.
It's just a fake painting. What's there to see?
So now what?
It's a painting within a painting.
This is a genuine work by Wu Daozi. Its value is $100 million.
Impossible! Elder Han, this must be a later forgery. I've had many experts appraise it. It's definitely fake.
Young Master Li, we were all mistaken. This painting within a painting, the first layer is a forgery by later artists. It's worthless. But the second layer is the authentic work of the master painter Wu Daozi. The real deal.
Impossible. This is impossible.
If I'm not mistaken, this painting within a painting was intentionally created by someone to forge a fake over the authentic work. It was actually meant to deceive people.
Who has that much free time to create paintings within paintings?
Young friend Chu, I'd like to ask, how did you see the painting within a painting?
The fact that I have golden eyes cannot yet be revealed to others. I just noticed this painting was a bit thicker than usual, so I figured it must hide something.
Since young friend Chu is unwilling to tell me, then this old man won't ask further. Young friend Chu has such sharp insight, it's highly likely he is the successor to the Golden Eyes. This matter should not yet be announced in public. Young Master Li, now that the bet has been decided, I hope you will honor the bet. Do not dishonor our antiques community or the reputation of our old families.
I don't accept this. This painting was taken from my stall. I'm not selling it anymore.
Li Lingbo, if you break the rules of the antiques world, will you ruin the reputation of the Li family?
Chu-Chen, you just wait. I'll get you sooner or later.
Young Master Li, don't worry about how you'll get me yet. How about we first settle our previous score? According to the bet we just made, if you lose, you have to buy it at 10 times the price for these two treasures.
Which is to say, $340 million.
Why don't you just rob a bank? What? Are you, the esteemed young Master Lee, going to renege on your promise?
340 million is too much. I'll give you 40 million. Don't be ungrateful.
Threatening me? Elder Han, according to the rules, in the antiques trade, what happens when someone loses a bet and reneges? How should they be dealt with?
Young Master Lee, in our antiques community, the most important thing is integrity. If your Lee family can't even honor the bet and do something like this, in my opinion, you won't be able to do business in the antiques world anymore. Tomorrow, I will notify Riverbend City, all the antique dealers, big and small. I'll see then who dares to cooperate with your Lee family.
Elder Han, why are you always biased towards him?
I'm not favoring young friend Chu. I am upholding the rules of the entire antiques community.
Elder Han, for my father's sake, please.
Young Master Lee, the rules are the rules.
Fine, give me your payment code.
Bank transfer received $340 million.
Congratulations, young Master Lee, for receiving a top-quality jade and a superb luminous pearl. Young Master Lee is generous.
Chuchen, I will not let this go.
It's indeed not over yet.
What do you mean?
We have only completed the second bet. This first bet, you and that woman, Zhao Nana, have yet to fulfill. Immediately kneel before my mother's urn and apologize.
I already gave you $340 million. You still want me to kowtow and apologize to a dead person?
Li Lingbo, Zhao Nana, you two please honor your bet.
I won't kneel to this urn!
I won't kneel. Since you value it so much, then I'll smash it.
Young Master Lee, are you alright?
Chuchen, I'm telling you, my Lee family is powerful and influential. You can't afford to provoke us. I advise you. Quit while you're ahead.
You want me to quit while I'm ahead? I, Chuchen, have been blessed with heavenly fortune. If I was still bullied by you, then wouldn't that fortune be for naught? Kneel and apologize to my mother's urn immediately.
What if I don't? What can you do to me?
Then I'll cripple you.
If you dare lay a hand on me, my Lee family will tear you to shreds. Oh, really? I can give you the urn, but my Lee family won't let you off.
So what?
You dare hit me, you're dead.
From now on, no one can raise their voice at me. Kneel!
I won't kneel!
Kneel! Apologize to my mother!
Chuchen, for treating me like this, I won't let you off.
Repeat that, apologize. Zhao Nana, get over here immediately. Kneel and apologize to my mom.
I don't want to! I refuse to kneel and apologize to a dead person.
Young Master Lee, since you made the bet, you must honor it. Otherwise, your Lee family won't be able to do business here anymore.
Fine, I'll apologize. I'll apologize to your mother.
Let go!
What are you waiting for? Apologize to Mom. Come on! I apologize to your mother. Happy now?
Stop!
Who is it who dares to bully someone from my Lee family? Dad, save me! It's you who dare to bully my son, Li Guohua's son.
Oh, Patriarch Lee, this was all their doing. It has nothing to do with me.
It was this poor person who forced young Master Lee to kneel.
Boy, you think you can make my son kneel?
Your son made a bet with me, with Elder Han as witness. He should honor the bet. Kneel, kowtow. Apologize. What? Honor the bet? You disagree?
In this city, it's the first time anyone dared to bully our Lee family. Mr. Han, are you sure you want to intervene?
Mr. Lee, this is just a bet among juniors. If you can't even honor your own bet, aren't you afraid of outsiders laughing?
Since Mr. Han insists on interfering, my Lee family will honor the bet. Tell me what the bet is.
Make this man and woman kowtow and apologize to my mother's urn.
Dad, if I kneel down, it will disgrace our Lee family.
Dad! Useless trash! You're disgracing my Lee family. You two kneel and apologize!
We were wrong. Chuchen, is this enough? Dad, why are you suddenly here?
I ask you, why is our Lee family's account suddenly missing $340 million?
Dad, here's what happened.
Useless trash! $340 million! You squandered it all away like that! You idiot! I should have... How did I not slam you?
Against the wall? Dad, don't worry. I'll find a way to cover this loss.
Forget it. Let's put the money aside for now. I ask you, where's that fake painting you acquired before?
Why are you asking about that?
That painting is actually a painting within a painting. It hides a genuine work by Wudowski.
Where is it?
The painting is with me. Wudowski's authentic work is with me.
Something that belongs to our Lee family. How did it end up with you?
Your son sold it to me.
You idiot! You sold the painting! I thought it was a fake, so You treasure, this concerns our Lee family's survival. You sold it? How much did he sell it for? I'm willing to buy it back tenfold. Here! What? $50? I'll offer $20,000. Sell me this painting. Old man, are you kidding me? This is an authentic Wudowski. It's worth $100 million.
You think you can buy it back for 20,000? Young man, don't be too greedy. I'll offer 2 million. You better hand over this painting.
Willingly. Or else, you old man, you're threatening me too? As I said earlier, from now on, no one in front of Chu-Chen.
Then speak loudly to me. Everyone, now I am selling the authentic Wudowski. The starting bid is 100 million. Highest bidder wins! 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 An original Wudowski painting, starting bid is $100 million. Anyone?
This is a genuine Wudowski masterpiece. It's valuable but hard to sell.
If I get my hands on this, my Song Antiques business will finally have its treasure.
This belongs to my Lee family. Let's see who dares to covet it. Kid, if you dare to sell this painting and let it go, my Lee family will be your sworn enemy. You better be prepared to face the wrath of my Lee family.
Patriarch Lee. So domineering. No wonder he could produce such a cute son. As expected. Like father, like son.
Chu-Chen, what did you say?
I said you're a little cutie. An original Wudowski painting, starting at $100 million. Anyone?
Haha, kid, in this city, no one dares to buy this painting. I'll give you $2 million to return this painting to my Lee family. Otherwise, you'll be buried with this painting and perish with it.
Grandpa, should we help him?
Patriarch Lee, why would you, an elder, bother bullying a junior? Young friend Chu, this painting in your hands is a hot potato. Why not sell it to me for $100 million and transfer it to this old man? Elder hand.
Do you insist on opposing my Lee family?
Oh, Patriarch Lee, you're making too much of this. This is truly an original Wudowski. I am very interested in it. Since young friend Chu is willing to sell, then I am willing to buy it.
You old dear kid, I'll offer $100 million for this painting.
But I won't sell it to you.
What are you saying?
Old hand, I'll give you a discount. 90 million.
Thank you, young Master Chu. Sure, transfer the money.
90 million received!
We're rich. We're rich. In less than a day, I've already made 400 million. If this continues, won't I become a trillionaire?
You little cutie, you better watch out.
Dad, we absolutely cannot let him go.
This little cutie! Bobo, it's all your fault! It's all your fault for instigating me!
To bet with him. How else would I have a deficit of over 300 million? Get out!
You heartless red doggy dog!
Good doggy dog! You all don't get too proud. I've already invited the master of the antique world, Old Wen, to be present once the auction starts. None of you will be able to get any treasures. What?
You invited Old Wen?
Is this Old Wen very impressive? The antique world is divided into northern and southern schools.
The southern school is led by our Han family. The northern school is Old Wen's faction. Old Wen has appraised treasures his whole life without a single loss. Even the key treasures in the Beijing Museum were authenticated by Old Wen. It seems the Lee family came prepared this time. Then I'd like to see who's more formidable, him or me.
Who is more impressive? Who is more impressive?
Who is more impressive?
Who is more impressive? Who is more impressive? Who is more impressive? Who is more impressive? Who is more impressive? Who is more impressive? Who is more impressive? Who is more impressive? Who is more impressive?
Who is more impressive? Who is more impressive?
Who is more impressive? Who is more impressive? Who is more impressive?
Who is more impressive?
Mr. Wen, you're finally here.
Master Lee. Master Lee, rest assured. Today, I'll get revenge for you. The antique world in the south, they're just a bunch of rabble. At the upcoming auction, I will definitely pick out an item for you, even more valuable than an authentic piece by Wudowski.
Thank you, Mr. Wen.
How boastful. Who wins and who loses is still unknown. We'll only know after the competition. Chu, there's another auction coming up. I hope you can come with me to help me spot some treasures.
Okay, Mr. Han.
Even if you're taking desperate measures, you shouldn't rely on someone like Chu, should you?
Huh?
Chu is not just anyone you can talk about. It's actually you who are blind and fail to recognize a true master. It's not that you have bad eyes, it's that you don't recognize a true dragon, Old Han.
No need to say more to these people. Thank you, guests, for attending. The appraisal auction is about to begin.
Please be seated. Mr. Chu, you're amazing. You actually caused the Lee family such huge losses.
But aren't you afraid they'll retaliate against you? If they want to retaliate, they don't have the qualifications. Watch this.
I will bid on and win the most valuable item in this auction. Next, we present the first item, a thin-walled jade pot. Based on our initial appraisal, this jade pot should be from the Song dynasty.
As for its authenticity, that will be up to each of you to determine. The appraisal begins now. Please appraise in order and state your starting bid. Mr. Chu, what do you think this jade pot is worth? 50 million, 50 million, 50 million. $50 million. 50 million. 50 million.
My god, 50 million!
This Chu-Chen can see that my painting has a painting within a painting. He must have some insight. Following him to bid is definitely the right move. Elder Wen, this jade pot should be an antique, right?
This jade pot is indeed an antique from the Tang dynasty. It's valuable.
Good. My Lee family bids 50 million.
Oh my! Patriarch Lee is indeed Patriarch Lee. 50 million with just one bid.
Good. Young Master Lee bids 50 million. Is there any higher bid?
Mr. Chu, didn't you say this jade pot was worth 50 million? Why didn't you let me bid higher?
I was about to say it's only worth $50.
What?
Is no one else bidding?
Everyone, if you don't bid higher, this jade pot worth 50 million will be claimed by my Lee family.
50 million once, 50 million twice, 50 million third time. Sold! Congratulations to young Master Lee for acquiring the jade pot.
He's laughing happily now, but he'll be crying later.
Chu-Chen, as you saw, this jade pot worth 50 million has already been bid on by my Lee family. I'm telling you, from now on, you won't get any of the auction items.
Congratulations, young Master Lee. Wishing you great fortune. Young Master Lee, for the upcoming items, I estimate there's nothing more valuable than the jade pot. Now is the time for your Lee family to get revenge.
Chu-Chen, do you dare to bet with me again?
Bet on what?
We'll bet on who bids higher for the treasure. The loser has to buy the winner's treasure at 10 times the price. Okay, I'll bet with you.
I just made hundreds of millions, and I have nowhere to spend it. Mr. Chu, don't be rash. The Lee family has Old Wen on their side.
What old Wen or not? You only trust your own judgment. You ignorant child, how arrogant.
I'm telling you, Old Wen is a leading figure in the Northern Appraisal Circle.
What you just said will make you a laughingstock. You know that? What authority? In my eyes, he's just an old man with failing eyesight. How dare you? Don't argue with such an arrogant person. When he loses...
You'll know you were wrong. You just wait to lose. Next, we present our second auction item. Based on our initial appraisal,
This is a stone Buddha head from the Qing dynasty.
As for its authenticity, please examine it yourselves. Please examine it yourselves. Please examine it yourselves. Please examine it yourselves.
Please examine it yourselves.
Please examine it yourselves. Please examine it yourselves. Please examine it yourselves. Please examine it yourselves. Please examine it yourselves. Please examine it yourselves.
Chu-Chen, this Buddha head, what do you think?
Old Han, this Buddha head is a good item. It's worth bidding on.
But its value isn't high. Your bet with the Lee family. What will you do about it?
Even if this Buddha head isn't worth much, it's still better than the trash they bought for 50 million. What's more, I trust my judgment. Excuse me, this Buddha head.
Is anyone interested in making an offer? I bid 4 million. All right, Miss Han bids 4 million. Boss Chen bids 5 million.
Boss Chen bids 5 million.
Hey!
I bid 6 million. Boss Song bids 6 million.
Are there any further bids? Everyone?
This Buddha head is just worthless trash. Hey, young Master Lee, what do you mean by that?
Old Han already told us.
that this Buddha head is crudely made and not an antique. It's just an art piece made to look old. Let alone 6 million, it's not even worth 600 yuan. I bid 6 million.
So it'll just be a loss for me. Hey, you all, any more bids? I withdraw. I don't want it, all right? Boss Song withdrawing will incur a huge penalty.
My 7 million. I'll take this Buddha head. I'll take this Buddha head.
I'll offer $7 million. I'll take this Buddha head.
Chu Chen, did I hear that right? You're going to spend $7 million on this trash?
Mr. Chu, this Buddha head isn't worth $7 million. Can't bid on it.
Hey, Zhang Shui, he's already made a bid. It's too late to regret it now. If he withdraws...
He'll have to pay a huge penalty.
Well...
I know. This Buddha head seems worthless, but I still want it.
Mr. Chu, please don't take the risk. I'll pay the penalty for you. Don't forget the bet.
Chu Chen, you're not trying to compare this trashy Buddha head to our family's jade pot, are you? Oh, I get it. You must have made too much money just now and want to give some back to me, right? Isn't that it?
$7 million. I'll take it.
Zuyer, young friend Chu will naturally have his reasons.
All right, Mr. Chu. $7 million going once. $7 million going twice. $7 million going thrice. Sold! Congratulations, Mr. Chu, on acquiring this stone Buddha head.
Everyone, this Buddha head in your eyes is indeed a poorly made piece of trash, but in my eyes it is worth more than any treasure here.
Nonsense! You think it's valuable just because you say so? Chu Chen, according to our agreement, you lost. You need to transfer $500 million to our Li family.
Who said I lost? Li Lingbo, open your eyes and see what a supreme treasure really is.
Inside this stone Buddha head, there's actually a hidden jade Buddha head.
This stone Buddha head has a secret. Now, do you still think it's trash?
Chu, your discerning eye is truly amazing.
To be able to see at a glance that this jade Buddha contains a hidden secret, Chu's discerning eye is incredible.
It is our ignorance. We've grown old.
Lee, take a good look at this jade Buddha head, exquisitely crafted, carved from a complete supreme imperial green jade. How much do you think it's worth?
Impossible! This clay Buddha! How could there be such a large piece of imperial jade inside a clay Buddha, and carved into a Buddha head at that? This must be a craft piece.
Right.
This must be a modern craft piece.
This genuine treasure is right before your eyes. Then you're still burying your head in the sand? Lee, aren't you being childish? Since you think it's fake, then fine. Elder Han, please appraise it.
This Buddha head is indeed carved from a single piece of imperial green jade. The material itself is extremely rare worldwide, and the craftsmanship is even more exceptional. It absolutely cannot be fake.
Lee, you lost. Pay up.
Nonsense! You two are in this together. I don't believe you.
Lee, are you questioning my integrity?
Get out of the way. When? Please appraise it. When is this Buddha head real or fake?
Lee, this jade Buddha head is indeed genuine.
What?
Elder Wen, doesn't that mean the bet just now we lost? We have to pay 10 times the price to buy back this Buddha head.
Young friend Chu, your insight is truly unique. Patriarch Li, you initiated the bet. A bet is a bet. Pay off.
It's just $70 million, isn't it? We'll pay it.
Patriarch Li, this stone Buddha head was indeed auctioned for $7 million, but this jade Buddha head is worth more than $7 million.
That's right. Just this piece of imperial green, its value is tens of millions of dollars.
You shut up! How much do you say it's worth?
Young friend Chu, how much do you think this Buddha head is worth?
Lingbo, you said you'd pay 10 times the price to buy it back, so you should pay up.
When?
Young Master Lee, we haven't lost yet.
Old man, this Buddha head is genuine and valuable, a rare treasure in the world. How dare you shamelessly say you haven't lost?
Elder Han, your eyes must be failing you. This jade Buddha head has such a huge flaw, yet you didn't even notice it. This jade Buddha head was not carved from a single complete piece of jade. Instead, it was assembled from broken jade pieces. These cracks are the traces of that piecing together. If it were a complete Imperial Green Buddha head, it would be worth at least $100 million. But this pieced together Buddha head is worth at most $20 million. Young man, am I correct?
Fine, Chu-Chen. So you're the one who lost. Now transfer $500 million to me.
$500 million.
Who told this fool to bet with Lai? Now he's lost badly. Do you think he can come up with $500 million?
I won't give you $500 million.
You're not trying to renege on the dead, are you? I'm telling you, you must hand over these $500 million today. Oh, right. Your entire net worth is just over $400 million. If you're short by $10 million today, I'll chop off one of your fingers.
2. The money you're short on can be put on the Han family's tab.
Everyone, this bet was witnessed by all. I will certainly honor my commitment to pay if I lose, but who said I lost?
Chu.
Ms. Han, have you forgotten what I just said? What I was trying to say earlier was that it's only worth $50.
But just now, Wen appraised it, and that jade pot is very likely genuine.
An old man with failing eyesight? What he says doesn't count. What I say counts. Everyone, the jade pot they have is fake.
Chu, stop twisting the truth here. Wen is the Grandmaster of Northern Appraisal. His appraisal skills are not something someone like you can compare to. And you dare to speak so arrogantly here saying Wen misjudged it?
Young man, if you lose, you should honor the bet. Making a scene will only make people laugh at you.
Old man, put away your arrogant conceit. You can't even appraise the fake, and you still have the nerve to call yourself a Grandmaster?
You're just a junior! How dare you! Disrespecting a senior in the industry. Do you have any manners?
My apologies, I have no manners. I only recognize strength. The fact is, their jade pot is fake. If you don't believe me, you can look at the bottom of this jade pot. The markings on the bottom of a real jade pot have a regular horizontal pattern, but the markings on a fake one are messy and chaotic. This bottom was clearly assembled from craft pieces.
How dare you spout such nonsense! Wen, please appraise it again, and make this person admit defeat completely.
It's fake. Fake.
Wen, this is the jade pot I spent $50 million on. It almost broke.
Lee, this is indeed fake.
It's truly fake.
I was mistaken. I am ashamed. It's truly embarrassing.
The jade pot I spent $50 million on. It's actually fake.
Chen, you're truly amazing.
Everyone who lost and who won this bet?
Choose appraisal ability. Chen, I'm convinced.
Song, I'm convinced. Rin?
Truly, the younger generation surpasses the old. Chu's skill is superior to mine. I admit defeat. Lee, we lost. According to the bet, you have to buy this jade piece at 10 times the price.
How could this happen?
Son, give the money, give the money. Dad, we did say we'd buy back that Buddha head at 10 times the price, but we didn't say we had to buy it now. Chu, we never said we'd pay 10 times the price right now to take your Buddha head.
Lee, oh Lee, I know you're shameless, but I didn't expect you to be this shameless. Li Lingbo, you have no shame. Your Li family's reputation has been utterly ruined by you.
You shut up! Say one more word and I'll find someone to kill you.
We'll see who kills whom.
You just wait. I'll find someone to kill you right now. Enough!
Dad, why are you hitting me?
Dad!
Aren't you ashamed enough? My Li family's honor, you've completely disgraced it. Old man Wen, rest assured, this matter I will handle it properly. Dad! Don't call me Dad! Hurry up and transfer the money! Transfer the money!
There are 200 million in this card. Is that enough?
Sorry, 200 million isn't enough.
Don't push your luck.
The bet just now was to buy the treasure at 10 times the price the other party held. But this jade Buddha head of mine is worth far more than 20 million.
Mr. Chu, this jade Buddha head, 20 million is its absolute limit.
Wrong! This jade Buddha head is worth at least 200 million.
What? Chu-Chen, what outrageous claims are you making? It's worth 200 million? Are you crazy?
I'm not crazy. You're the ones who are about to go crazy. All of you, watch closely.
Young friend Chu, how could you smash this priceless treasure? Smash it! foreigners provoke trouble, disrupting our great Shia. To protect the great Shia tiger tally from falling into foreign hands, I hid it inside this Buddha's head, hoping that after the chaos ends, descendants can retrieve the tiger tally. Could it be the great Shia tiger tally lost for a century?
That's right, this is the very tiger tally Emperor Wu of Han Liu Qi, granted to General Wei Qing. Dynasties changed, passed down through generations. But it was lost during the wars 100 years ago. Lost.
Such a treasure is worth far more than 200 million. This is truly priceless.
Li Lingbo, shouldn't you be paying me 2 billion?
2 billion? Just because you say 200 million doesn't make it so. Old man Wen hasn't even spoken yet.
I've been active in the appraisal world for decades. I considered my judgment unique, but I was always short-sighted, failing to recognize a true dragon. Mr. Chu has exceptional insight. I am ashamed to be inferior.
Old man Wen, you've always been so aloof. Who would have thought you'd have a day where you admit defeat?
Stop with the sarcastic remarks. My skills are inferior. I willingly bow to Mr. Chu as my master.
Do you know who Mr. Chu is? Mr. Chu is a direct disciple of the Grandmaster, the contemporary Golden Eye.
What did you say? The Golden Eye has reappeared in the world.
The legendary Golden Eye.
Divine Eye of a prosperous age.
The Han family welcomes the Golden Eye. Our Han family is willing to follow to the death, Mr. Chu. We will obey your every command.
For this old man to be able to see the Golden Eye, our Wen family is willing to follow Mr. Chu to the death.
Our Chen family, our Song family, and our Zhang family are willing to follow Mr. Chu to the death. We will follow the Golden Eye wherever it leads.
We are willing to follow Mr. Chu to the death.
And obey his every command.
This is impossible.
My Li family had eyes, but failed to recognize the true dragon. We offended Mr. Chu. We are willing to offer all our assets to atone.
You are all ancient treasure families, entrusted with the responsibility of protecting the great Xia. Thank you all for not abandoning me. Today, I, Chu Chen, in the name of the contemporary Golden Eye, swear to defend the glory of the great Xia. The Golden Eye has appeared. A prosperous and peaceful era